Do that now.
There's something on my face, head area. There's something around the neck area and then at the back of the lungs.
So tell me about your face area first.
I feel like it's a spider.
The spider.
Mm-hmm. It's like a spider, and it has its legs, it's spread open like that, like it's going across the face.
And what color is it?
It's like a, oh my dear, it's not a animal. It's more like it's made out of, the first thing came into my head there was carbon steel, that specific word. It feels like it's mechanical, if that makes sense.
Very good, yes. Would you describe it as being a certain color that's mechanical? Is there a color that pops?
It's quite dark. It's not, it's like a blacky gray, blacky gray. It's not a color that we would probably have on our, like on a color scheme.
Very good, yes.
The color that we're familiar with, it's not a color we're familiar with.
Now, I wonder if you can put your attention onto this spider that you describe as black and gray.
Yuck.
Yes. And I would like to speak to this spider. And I'm going to ask, if you need to, for this spider to speak to me, if it needs to go to your throat area in order to speak, to have a voice. So I would like to speak to that energy now. So who am I speaking to today?
I really want to say Christopher, so I'm just going to say Christopher. Yep, my name is Christopher.
Your name is Christopher, I see. And who are you? Tell me about yourself.
Here. Christopher likes a lot of attention, but when you're addressing him, he knows the gig is up. That's literally what he's heading back out of the way.
He knows. So I'm going to ask Archangel Michael to put Christopher and his energies in the net of light. So he's contained completely, all parts of Christopher in the net of light. So he can't escape. Now I'm going to continue to speak to Christopher because he knows the gig is up. What does that mean?
He knows he's been here quite some time.
How long?
He's been here, to 10 years at least.
10 years. And what are you doing there, Christopher?
Yeah.
What are you doing there with Martina?
I feel like he's trying to stay here. He's trying to stay in this realm. He's trying to stay. He's just found a nice person but there is a connection, and there's a family member tied to Martina. This is weird. There's a family member tied to Martina that Christopher is attached to.
So there's a cable
Christopher has
or a cord going to
There's
a
some
family?
sort of, yep,
What family member?
it's a
Who?
cousin. And I feel like, so it's a cousin and there's also a child there. And I feel like because they live close by
Mhm,
and the relationship,
mhm,
it's something about it's a relationship that Martina did have. I feel like
mhm.
that's his way of remaining close to these people. That is the way. Wow.
Wow. So is Christopher, are you an AI? Are you a
No, he's a
machine?
person.
He's a person.
Mhm.
And how did Christopher end up in your energy?
Christopher just quite literally seen that Martin is gifted. And
Mhm.
when he died,
Yes.
he literally was looking for, he didn't want to go. He really
Mhm.
didn't. And I feel like that I was the suitable at that time, not the suitable, sorry, but the person that he, do you ever see the film Ghost and the body jumps?
Mhm.
The guy's on the train. I can literally see him jumping in.
So when he passed, he came
Mm,
into Martina.
mm.
That's what
And
happened.
he's quite a character, him.
And he's also got attachments to this cousin and a
Mm.
child of the cousin. Hmm. And what has he been doing there? What has Christopher been doing there in this sort of spider-like
I feel like
being?
he's been buried inside in the chest area, but then the spider thing, I feel like this is weird. He's alternating, he's shape shifting or whatever the word is. I don't know what these things can do, but he
Okay.
is growing. He's been growing
Mhm.
and he's using the life force. He's doing it now.
So let me ask you, is there Christopher and then there's another spider-like being that's controlling Christopher?
I'm not sure, but the two of them are connected.
Yeah. So I wonder if I can speak to the actual spider. That's who I would like to speak
He's
to.
trying to stop me from talking.
Well, we found you,
Hmm.
spider. Uh, you are going to be removed today from Martina's energy, and you're going to be given an opportunity to speak to us today.
He's saying Charlotte's Web. I
Charlotte's
don't know
Web.
what that means, Charlotte's Web. There's a web of things.
Mhm. Is there other spiders besides this
Well,
one?
I can see. Yep, I can see. Yep, I can see some.
Yeah. Where are they?
I feel right. Well, we'll go down towards the feet area and then
Mhm.
feet, hands, mouth. It's like 5 points of the body. So, like
Mhm.
bottom, middle, we've secured all areas. There you go. I didn't say that. The spider said that.
We secured
So,
all
we've
areas. I
secured
see.
all. So, they're trying to bind everything on my body. My hands are trying to stop me healing.
Yes.
My feet, I don't know why they're trying to stop me. They're trying to stop me growing.
Well, I'd like to speak to the spider, one
Yeah.
of the spiders.
I think it's him that's kind of telling you.
Can you
Someone's telling you.
can this spider come through and speak to me?
This is the spider. Oh,
Okay. So tell me why
I'm
you're
the
there.
main spider.
Hmm?
I'm the main spider.
You're the main spider.
I'm the main one.
Yeah. How did you end up being in Martina's energy?
This one is showing me there's an incident playing out in my mind like a movie right now. In the early 80s, it's in the 80s anyway, the late 80s. There was a very troublesome situation in Northern Ireland. There was a man nearby in a graveyard, quite a famous man now. And he opened fire on people. And Martina's father was there, and Martina was in front of the TV. Wow. Very afraid. And that's when he came back in.
The spider?
In. Yep.
I need to
fear.
ask with the fear. I need to ask the spider.
Loads of lovely fear that day.
I want to talk to the spider. Okay. I would also like Archangel Michael to put the spider and all of the spiders that are attached to the main one in his net of light now, so that this energy is completely contained. You can't escape. So I'd like to speak to the spider, the main spider, directly. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm speaking.
So tell me, what is the purpose of you being with Martina?
I want her life force. I want her energy.
Why?
She has great gifts, things that she can do.
That you can't.
That she should be doing.
Yeah.
Oh.
And you're stopping it? You're stopping her?
Stopping it. I'm stopping
You're stopping her healing. You're stopping her gifts from flowing.
Yes, I'm very annoyed. Very annoyed. Very annoyed. Very annoyed.
Why are you annoyed?
Because you found me.
Yes, we did find you. And the thing is you're not going to be staying today because... No. Are you attached to the demons? Or are you a demon?
I feel like I'm a demon more than anything.
Right. Yeah, I'm wondering if you're aware of any masters that you have. Who's been telling you what to do? Who's been telling you to...
AI.
Right. Now, are you AI? Are you a machine?
I think I am more of an energy, but I can...
Are you an organic energy?
Change if I like. I can...
Maybe you're a hybrid, are you? I can shift and change my physical or my... You can go from being organic. How you would see me, how the person would see me. I see. So it sounds like you're kind of a hybrid. You're either organic or you're inorganic. Would that be true? You can shift. I feel like I'm a newer form of what humans call AI, like half machinery, yes, energetic matter. I can adapt and move. Humans refer to some substances like goo. I can move like slime. I can easily change my appearance. I see. That sounds pretty clever. I am a newer technology. I'm not an older type. Where did you come from? When you said you come from AI, where did you come from? Do you know? I literally want to say a lab. You're from a lab. A lab. A lab. I am a lab. So someone grew you and made you.
I am not,
You from this universe?
no, I am not natural creation.
Yeah.
These are modified. The words would be technology that people may not be aware of yet.
I see.
Very high grade weaponry type of, how would you use the words?
Nanobots?
That have form, shape, nanotech, the AI technology. It's technology that people aren't familiar with. And it's easier to use. It doesn't need to come through would you say, like, a person doesn't need to have an experience for us to use their energy against them. We are always here, but we're very new, and we're flooding. We have been let in.
Who let you in?
I don't want to tell.
You don't want to tell.
There is a hole in the sky, and we are coming out like ants onto anyone.
Can we stop this?
Especially if you are not protected.
I see.
Especially if you're not protected.
And will the white light protect people if they put white light around them from this technology?
Simple prayer will help, but not enough people are aware of this technology. This is not allowed to say.
Okay, well, I appreciate you talking to me today. We are going to take you out of Martina today, all of you, and return you back to your own. Is it a dimension or a universe? Where are you from?
It's a portal. It's a portal.
And how do you, where does this portal go? Does it go to a different dimension?
It's like a dimension. It's like a place where there's, I'm just going to say it. It's almost like a factory of things, of weaponry. It's like it's definitely a specially designed place that has weaponry and things that humans could never possibly wrap their minds around, how some of these things can be created. They can appear and disappear as quickly, and they're very, very cunning, and they're a lot smarter than prior
technology, huh?
Not so much technology, but prior things that we would have used to hinder, especially healers. This is targeted especially towards healers, and I need that to be clear. That this specific weaponry, I want to say weaponry,
right,
is being targeted specifically to healers. Healers need to pray. Healers need to use at least, they're trying to stop me saying it.
Healers need to use at least what?
You need to use at least, it has to be a gold beam all around you. It has to be at least one, oh, please let me say it. It has to be clear gold light coming down from the crown, and make sure it goes straight into the ground. Even if it's just once a day, that your energy is connected to source and only source, but your protection, just one beam of gold light or white light, but it has to be used. But this is especially I really have to hammer this home that this is especially for healers, because the healers are being targeted more than anybody else right now. The other set of people that have received medications through coercion, let's say, they're not so much a threat. It's the healers that are the threat to things. They're the threat.
The threat to who? You? To you and your kind?
To the divine.
Healers
to the divine
are
outcome. There's too many healers doing work and turning things around on this realm.
Mm-hmm.
And this new technology is really trying to sabotage it. It's real near, like, black magic type of Wicca witchcraft that's going on, and it's really intense. You need Archangel Zedkiel for this.
Very good. We have him here.
Mm-hmm.
He's here.
He would oversee. He's standing over a lot of. I can see a lot of healers placed around the world, and I can see him standing over them with Merkabahs. He's trying to protect them.
Well,
I don't want
appreciate
this information out.
Well, you've given us this information today, so it is going to be out, because I'm going to put it out in the session today with
If
Martina.
people don't have pyramids or whatnot, to visualize yourself inside the two interlocking triangles is going to be the most effective form of protection, the most simple yet most effective. Some people worry that they can't get outside, or they're not praying, or they may be praying to the wrong people or whatever. That doesn't matter. If you can use the triangles, please use the triangles to protect yourself. This is the one thing that they can't.
Yes.
They can't get around these. There's the points on the triangles. They can't get around them.
Yes, I use pyramid protection with golden light every day, more than once. Thank you for that. I will ensure that this information gets passed along, and appreciate that you are giving me this information. Now, I am going to remove you with the help of my team today. Is there anything else you have to say?
Thank you.
Appreciate that.
Just thank you.
So I'm going to call on the team: Archangel Michael, Archangel Zadkiel, Archangel Raphael today. I'm going to call upon any of the other archangels that need to be here to assist to remove this spider-like being, this AI and very sophisticated half machine, half organic spiders within Martina. All of them.
There were 8.
Pardon?
8.
8. All of
we
these
like
spiders.
To use 8.
You like to use 8. Well, all of you are going to be removed today, because I have the team here to do that. I'm going to count down to 3, down to 1, and all of these 8 spiders, and if there's any more babies or any more hiding within her energy field, to also remove all of them, any cables, any attachments as well. So I'm going to count down from 3 down to 1 with the team. The team is ready now to do that. 2, these spiders are being removed out of Martina, off of her face, out of her hands, out of her feet, out of her mouth, any of the areas that they are, all 8 spiders, including, as well as any babies, any cables, any attachments, all being taken up. Archangel Michael, Archangel Zadkiel to do that, as well as Archangel Raphael and Metatron all of them, doing this to take out these very sophisticated AI devices. One, these are completely taken out. I can see them being taken up and out in the net of light. And the archangels are taking them up off into their dimension, back to where they belong. They are not from this universe. Now, Martina, I'm going to ask Archangel Michael to cut any cords, any attachments, anything that these spiders have left, any cables, anything that they have left behind. And Archangel Michael will cut those with his very powerful sword. I'm going to ask you to tell me what color of healing light you would like sent to every area where these spider-like beings, devices were in your body. What color would you like for healing light, Martina?
Purple, blue.
Purple, blue. Asking Kuan Yin to flood all of these areas, all the cells that have been affected in every part of her body, in every part of her energy field, to be flooded with this purple blue light. Doing that now. Doing that now. Kuan Yin will continue to do that. Now I'm going to also ask that this Christopher entity, this energy that ended up in your energy field, also be removed and taken back to source, the creator, the light. I'm going to count down from 3 down to 1, asking the team to be ready. This energy, Christopher, that has been trapped in your energy field and came in when he died, he's going to be removed and taken back to source, the creator. 3, asking the archangels to be ready. 2, removing Christopher gently up and out of your energy fields where this being ended up in your body, in your fields, and was trapped in there. 1, completely taken up and out of you, and is going to go back to source, the light of source. Do you have anything to say, Christopher, to Martina before you go?
Thank you. It's very sorry.
Very good. Martina, anything you have to say to this being?
Good luck.
Very good. And see this Christopher being taken up to source, the creator, where he can start over again and begin his life again and not be trapped in your body. Asking you, Martina, what color of light would you like sent to this area on your face where
Blue.
Christopher was? Pardon?
Blue.
Blue. Very nice. Asking Kuan Yin again to flood any areas and heal any of the cells, transmute any dark energies where this being was hiding in your energy fields. Asking Archangel Michael to cut any cords that might be attached to Christopher, any cables, any attachments, and to cut those cords for her, to let this beautiful blue light flood into you from Kuan Yin, and to continue to have Kuan Yin flood this area with those light beautiful blue light, I'm going to ask you, Martina, to just put your focus again and your awareness back into the scanning of your body, and just let me know if you find anything that shouldn't be there, whether it's emotions, whether it's
The
pain.
right, the right lung, the right side.
What is it? Oh,
My right lung, my
yeah.
right upper chest area, that would be,
Mhm.
it just doesn't feel full and intact, if that makes sense.
Well, let's put your awareness into that area. And
Yeah, there's a bit of grief in there.
mhm. And tell me a little bit more about that. There's a little grief in there. What does that mean? You feel the energy there, the grief?
When I'm looking in, I would say just because the suppressing of emotions, so I just see like a dark colored. It's not an energy or as such, it's emotion, it's grief emotion.
Mhm.
And there's a lot of it, it's kind of gathered up over time.
So it's not like an organic being, it's an
No, I
emotion,
don't
right?
know. I feel like it's more of a no, it's definitely not an entity or an energy as such. It's more like,
An emotion.
yeah,
Yeah.
nearly almost wanted to say the word TUMOUR there, but I won't because I'm mindful of my
TOM.
TUMOUR. But it's a mass. There's a black
Oh,
mass. Yeah, there's a
okay.
mass.
Okay. Okay.
But I
Um,
feel like
mhm.
it's based off, it's like a bag of emotions. It's when
Okay.
I'm looking at it, that's what I can see it as. It's
Okay.
emotion.
And I'm going to actually call in Archangel Raphael to ask and for his assistance, and also Archangel German Jeremiel, and he's there to help with intense grief. And I'm going to ask your higher self to tell me what needs to be done to release this bag of emotions that you describe as, let's call it a lump. And I would like to speak to Archangel Raphael, if possible, through your higher self. Can tell me what you need to heal this area and release this area. If Archangel Raphael can come in and flood the area if that's what's needed, or if there's something more.
The area right now is being flooded with a lot of gold energy before even Archangel Raphael, before he
Showed
said
up.
his name, that area was being flooded with gold energy. I think the point of this area is there's a bit more. She needs to connect more with people that she trusts, more people that are more like-minded like her, and just start to open up more. It's not a very overcomplicated
Right,
matter. It seems like it is, and it probably feels like it is at times. It's been over analyzed, but it
right.
really is a simple matter of reaching out and
Mhm.
sharing the there's a lot of life experiences there that are actually very valuable tools for others,
Right.
but Martina carries a bit of yeah, we probably want to say the word shame, that people sometimes Martina feels like not in a victim mode, but in the sense that people wouldn't believe some of the experiences that she's had because she's had a lot of experiences.
Yeah.
But these experiences would be very helpful to other people because other people have similar experiences. So talking therapy would be very good for Martina with people that she trusts. And I feel like she is connecting to people, but I keep needing to reiterate that Martina does need to practice her gifts. That's the
So are you saying that she needs more than just connecting with like-minded people to share her experiences, but rather she needs some kind of talking therapy to help her to release this grief that she has, this shame that she carries?
it doesn't need to be in-depth therapy as such. It
Yeah.
just needs to be surrounding herself again with like-minded people and people that are the how you say tribe,
Right.
people that understand and that have shared similar experiences. Martina has went through things that she doesn't feel like other people would understand, but that's really not the case at all. And they prevent her, that stops her from sharing, but in sharing, that will actually help heal herself and others.
Right.
That is the key. That is the key here.
And these experiences that you're talking about, are you talking about
They're
past
just general
abuse?
life experiences, just
General life experience, not
general life experiences and just general experiences within the humans would say like in the spiritual things that they would experience, that they can see, that they talents that they might have, that
so to
they
kind of
need.
hang out with those folks
Yes,
who
yes,
are
yes, it
like fellow
needs.
healers or fellow
Yes, these are the people
like-minded
that will.
folks. So just
Yes,
sort of
these.
not necessarily talking in depth about what
No,
might have happened to her, but
no.
rather connecting. Okay.
Yes, that's the
That's
kind
very
of.
good.
These are the modalities that will help people
Mhm.
in general more. We don't need to keep picking over things that have happened. As
Right,
they can be healed quite instantly. So it's just
right.
surrounding yourself, but also remembering that they can be healed instantly. That has to be quite clear with that things can be healed instantly. It's
And is that by
your
removing and
mind.
releasing the emotions?
Yes,
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
they say what the mind suppresses, the body will
yeah.
express. So just simple, even when the experience happens, just feeling it in that moment and then letting it go.
Very good. It's good to know that. Um, is there something more that needs to happen as far as this area in her lungs now? Is there any more that Archangel Raphael or Kuan Yin need to flood this area with more golden light? Or is there more that needs to be done right now?
Feel like we need to put more gold light in.
Very good. So
There
I'm going to ask,
is.
go ahead.
Stop. There was a slight tapping there in the right ear, but it stopped.
Well, I'm going to ask Kuan Yin and Archangel Raphael to send golden light into this area in her right lung and to continue to flood this area. Just
We need more healers to connect, and we need more healers connecting. We need
in
more healers connecting together in I say We need they come together in groups. We
Right.
need healers together in groups. They don't need to necessarily be with each other, but we need groups. I need to emphasize that we need more
Like
than
groups
one
like on
person.
Zoom or something where we all get together
Yes, we
and
need
kind of hang
groups,
out.
and then this healing power is amplified. This
Right.
healing power is going off the scale when we need more than, I want to say, maybe at times bring in at least 3 people, but I need circles of people, and then I will do the work.
That's funny
Archangel.
because your friend and my friend there, Alan, have been talking about doing just that.
Yes, I highly encourage that is done.
Well, thank you. That's confirmation for sure.
We need this done. We need this done.
We'll have to set that up with
Right
Martina and Al and myself, and we already have another healer as well.
We
to
need these
just kind of hang out.
Yes, around the
Yeah.
world. We need these placed
Yes.
ASAP around the world.
Yeah, I've been told in several of these sessions, actually, in fact, it's not necessarily what healing that we're doing, but rather that we show up and that
Invoking the healing.
And that we're connected with each other.
The simple thought of asking for assistance, but when healers are coming together, their power is amplified beyond anything that dark cannot. Dark is quite literally blinded by this light. It is growing and becoming so strong. And the more healers that you can put together,
yes,
you're connecting their hive minds. So when you're putting them together, this light is almost it's dissolving things. It's not transmuted, just things vanish.
Wow, that's very good to know. I'm going to continue to ask Archangel Raphael and Kuan Yin to continue to flood Martina's right lung, upper lung, with this golden light, and to continue to leave that at the time and just continue to flood that area. Thank you so much for speaking with me about all of this. I'd like Martina now to put her energy back and her awareness back into her scanning of her body and her energy fields, letting me know if there's anything else that she finds that needs some attention, that might be blocking her, that is dark or heavy.
I feel a wee bit of stiffness in just under both of my elbows, under my wrists, which is weird because I don't generally get that. I would sometimes randomly get a bit of tennis elbow, but I do crochet. So that is just literally when you told me to scan that I felt that, but it's not overly alarming.
Well, do you want to focus in on that and just let's see if there's anything there?
Veins. There were veins, but
There what?
There were veins put there. There were 2 rope cords around the hands.
And okay, so let's continue to focus on those areas of it's your wrists, really, with these cords.
The wrist down to the elbow, so the lower arm area.
So it's sort of like ties.
Yep.
Yeah. What color would those ties be?
They're like a milky cream rope cord tie.
Okay.
That you would tie with knots. They're as clear as day.
Okay. So if you could Is this associated with pain, you said, or with
Mm-hmm.
stiffness? There's pain and stiffness?
It's like it's causing like an arthritic type of,
Like a discomfort, an
yeah,
ache.
you know, like a restriction, so that if I wanted
Yeah.
to do something, it would stop me from doing it.
Okay.
That's the
So,
method in it.
so this cream colored sort of restricted area with these binds, these rope cords, I'd like to speak to this energy. I wonder if I can do that now.
Yep, you can. It's a priest. Priest, he's
It's a priest.
identifying. Someone's identifying themselves as a priest.
A priest. Well, hello.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for speaking with me. I'm
Yep.
wondering how you ended up being in Martina's energy field. Do you even know that you're there?
Do you know something? I kind of don't. I think I've been passing through,
You were
and I'm
passing
not
through.
meant to be here.
Right.
I don't
Well,
do much harm,
mhm.
but I, yep.
You do some harm.
Could be someone has put the bands, or
Are you what's binding her wrists and up to her elbow? You're identified as a priest. Is it you that's causing the
so
harm?
I have the bands on her, but rather than they're from my master, but
Mm.
Martina could have been anybody. Martina is of no real. It's going
Really?
back again to the healer. We're just binding healers.
But you have a master.
We're binding healers.
So
Mm-hmm.
someone's giving you direction, huh?
Oh yeah, I've got a master. Oh
I
dear.
see. So have you lived a life on what would be described as Earth? Have you been in a body before?
I was a priest.
You were the priest. And you have some kind of master over you, telling you what to do and giving you direction. Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Mhm. And uh, do you have some idea of how long you've been in Martina's energy? Binding her wrists and so on?
This is more family. This is more. Martina's grandmother had this. What a nice. Martina's grandmother had this.
What do you mean grandmother had this? What
There's
does this mean?
these these gifts, this knowing, this knowledge,
Like being a healer, being
healer, this ability to. Martina's grandmother would have read tea leaves, so it's in
okay,
Martina. So
spiritual.
yes, this ability, this
Okay.
again is just something to stop the healing, but it
Ah,
is passed down in her family,
I see.
so we
Well,
pass through.
today we're going to help you
Martina's.
get out of there. We're going to have you go back to
Mm-hmm.
the light of source today, and we're going to disconnect you from your masters. Let me
Mm-hmm.
ask her, your masters, are they demonic?
No.
Are they AI? What are they?
Low level, hired minions. They're of no, they're not a real threat as such.
Mhm. Well, they're still directing you and keeping you in there and telling
Mm-hmm.
you what to do. So you put the binds on her. You said you don't do much harm, but it sounds like that is quite a bit of harm that you've
Yeah.
caused her.
This
you
is
know?
targeted again specifically to people that heal.
So that sounds like harm, if you ask me. Mhm.
That is harm.
So there's an awful lot of attention going towards stopping Martina. She's obviously very powerful.
This is in Martina has many members of her family that are nurses and doctors.
Yeah.
And this is where this comes into play.
Very good. Well, today you're going to be going back to Source the Creator, where you can no longer need to remain and stop Martina from her gifts and causing her harm. Are you aware that you're going to be leaving today?
Yep.
Very good.
I want to go.
Very good. I'm going to ask the team of light beings and higher realm beings that help me, and ask them to come in and assist with this today. Archangel Michael, Archangel Metatron, Uriel. Ask these archangels to please come and help me today. And I'm going to count down from 3 down to 1. And this being identified as a priest that has been causing harm and discomfort and restrictions with Martina. Let me ask you one more question first. How long have you been there?
This goes back to the family. This goes down the family lane.
So ancestral. So how many generations?
Oh, at least 10. No,
10.
it's not 10. We're going 100.
100?
We go through every especially females, I don't know. Every child that is born, and especially female, in this particular family.
Okay.
In this particular family, I have to note that.
Well, when I remove you from, and when the team removes you from Martina, all of that ancestral restrictions and effect will be dissolved and removed and gone. Are you aware?
Yeah.
Of that? Okay.
Thank you.
Very good. You'll be free, as well as Martina and all of her ancestors. She is freeing them as well. 3, the team is ready. Asking Archangel Michael, Metatron, Uriel, and I'm going to bring in Ascended Master Jesus Christ today to help with this. 2, removing this energy from both of her wrists and up her arms to her elbow, described as binding her and going back through her ancestral line. Every single family member that this affected will no longer be restricted and harmed. If this will be dissolved. And the stopping of the healing that has been affecting Martina will end. 2, removing this energy now. 1, completely removed, up and out, back the ancestral line. Seeing the archangels taking this priest-like energy back to the light of source now. Is there anything that you have to say to Martina before you leave?
We thank Martina. We thank her. It's all clear. Everything is clear.
Very good. Anything, Martina, you have to say?
Thank you. I have been thanking them for the last few moments there, because I could see them all
Going?
they were thanking me, before.
Right.
So I have already thanked them in my mind, but I have thanked them again out loud. I've seen a lot left there off the family. That was pretty crazy.
If you were to flood this area with a light, an energy coloring of light, what color would it be?
Pink.
Oh, beautiful, beautiful. Asking Kuan Yin, asking Archangel Raphael to flood Martina and all of her cells that were affected by these binds that were on her wrists and elbows, also sending this energy back through her ancestors and to all those who've been affected up along the ancestral line, to send this flooding of healing to each of them as well.
They've just given everybody was just given a rose. Well, all those ancestors there, it's all females lined up, and
yes,
they were taken. The roses are gold. They're
beautiful,
liquid gold. Oh, they are beautiful.
very beautiful.
That's very symbolic. Those roses.
Very,
They're being given back.
Very lovely. That's lovely. There's no words to describe how beautiful that is. If there's anything else that you're finding that's out of place that needs some attention, let me know. Now I'm going to actually ask two archangels
Relationships with communication, with just general expression or general expression of Martina Boehner. That's been, I just have to say this because if that is
that, but
the time to repair and recover your body, if you want to keep continuing to do what you're doing, but just also to a reset. It's a reset for yourself. I feel like there's nothing really, although it would seem on the outside to a lot of people that there's a lot to be concerned about, there actually really isn't. And I don't know why I'm saying that.
well, there's a lot of people that are pretty, there's a lot of people that are feeling stressed and the world and the money situation and
I actually just see a perfect vision of, like, I'll just go there with the cheese because I'm not a cheesy person in general. I see rainbows and unicorns. Wow. I see utter bliss. I do see the literal light at the end of the tunnel. You know, it's right in front of me. I could see the most beautiful.
Yeah. So you see the end result.
Visions of, you know, absolute perfection and everything and absolute beauty. And I'll say these words because they're not, it's divine order. There's total divine order. There's total divine perfection in everything that I see. There's no, I know that I'm looking at another existence that isn't too far off. That was not me that said that. This is something that
your higher
we're
self's talking,
all walking towards.
Yeah. I think that people are feeling, though, very stressed about potential events in the world, you know, having some false event that's coming, and everyone's very stressed.
Well, I can say that there, Martina tries to tap in at times through this. There is cause for coming around to what would be called Christmas time. There could be, there is quite a lot of uncertainty now, but the uncertainty is ramping up specifically the Yuletide season is full of surprises.
Good surprises?
Full of surprises. No,
no.
they won't let me I'm
Tell
being
you.
told, you know, this is quite literally being done, you know, that is just something that would cause a slight bit of panic, but also I can't give you an actual scenario or situation.
Right.
But I
Is it real?
can.
Is it real or is it false?
There's a projected fear.
Yes.
So whether it is actually true or not, that's a very good point, because it is projected to. It's like the projection at the beginning of lockdown where they had the visions, where they had the images of people spraying streets in China.
Yeah.
So it's almost like a projection of a fear-based event. It is.
Yeah.
It's a fear-based projection that isn't. Don't feel like it's aliens. It's illnessy, that V virusy word related. You know, like they've upped the. So it's not C19.
It's like fear-based, but
it's super C19.
Yeah.
You know, it's their.
Is it real though, or is it false? Is it like
fear-based? It's a projection. It's not real.
Okay.
It's not real at all. But
yeah, that's what I think.
There's a lot of people that are gonna, including people that should kind of know better, not to believe certain things, and that's going to be the case. But it is. I just keep saying a Yuletide fear-based program, but right away you're checking in with your solar plexus and you're saying, does this feel true? And it's going to tell most of us no.
Well,
but it's going to set off an awful lot of alarm for
there's for people.
I see. Well, I say it in case I speak it into the universe, Debbi.
Say that again.
I don't know whether to say this because I don't want to almost materialize it, but I see like a terrorist kind of event.
Yeah.
Okay. And I see like a Netherlandy, European Union-y, I don't know, location.
Okay.
But I don't feel like anything is, nothing is ever as it seems. We know that.
Right.
But definitely
and we create our
forward,
own.
We're definitely creating our own reality. And the more that
less fear.
Yes,
more
less
fear depends.
And the more that we lend any, you know, what's the word? The more that we lend any truth to it or give it truth when it's not true, it will just amplify it. We know. Yes, and we know. So it's dismiss it right away as the untruth that it is.
Right. Very good. Very good. Is there anything else that you have to say to humanity or to Martina or to myself? Is there anything that you...
It's just stay in love.
Yeah.
The fear vibration is coming up too much. Sometimes the scales balance, but they're more swinging into the fear vibration. But I feel like part of that is just the time of year. Some people would worry about finances, etc. Anyway, but it's lending a bit of energy to the general fear that they're trying to pump out. But it would just be, again, stay in your heart, and it's love, and everything really will be okay. And I have to jump in as Martine and say that I can't believe that I'm saying that out loud, but I can promise that everything is going to be okay. We are not going to all just suddenly die.
Right.
We're not.
I agree.
Definitely not.
Thank
There's
you.
work to be done and there's healing to be done, and it's time to get to work. And this is a proper call out to all the healers. It's get to work.
Okay.
That's it.
Well, thank you so much for speaking to us today. I really, really appreciate it. And I'm going to end our session today.